I still have dance parties all the time. I've got 4 new playlists. If you want them, let me know. Well, only if you have Apple Music, because I've got an Apple Music plan now. So, like I've already posted, where I've been, basically, I recorded that so long ago. I honestly don't remember what all exactly I said completely, but I'm gonna recap, and I'm gonna also tell you how. Yes, I'm still doing Rodan and Fields, and it has still been booming. I mean, I bought a new washer and dryer with my paycheck from last month. I was able to donate 2 of my paychecks to church, and so I'm gonna talk about how Rodan Fields kept itself afloat and why this business is so freaking awesome, and more than just the income, because the support of my team throughout this whole thing I've been going through has been unbelievable. So I want to tell you all about that. Basically, as probably everyone knows now, whatever, I'm an open book, always have been, very active on social media, so like over 75 people noticed when I was all of a sudden not posting anymore. I decided not to do that because I went through a breakup and I realized, I'm not very happy right now, like I need to figure some stuff out. I need to focus on myself and focus on my faith, and I'm very transparent on social media, so what I post is actually how I'm feeling. Surprise, not everyone does that, but if I post that I'm happy and having fun, it's because I'm actually happy and having fun. So when I wasn't happy and wasn't having fun, I just decided it was best just not to post at all, because I didn't want to flood people's timelines with anything like super depressing or sad, because no one wants to see that either. And I wanted to be able to be myself, and I wasn't myself at the time. So I took a social media detox, which blew a lot of people's minds, and it was kind of hard. I'll tell you, the first 2 weeks it was weird. It was like, oh my gosh, what do I do with my hands? Because my phone wasn't always in them. I wasn't always on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook, and I deleted all the apps off my phone, and I'm going to tell you that I have never grown so much in my life as I did the past 3 to 4 months removing social media. I highly suggest everyone does it for at least 1 month. You will be blown away. If you delete it, it deletes all these distractions. Like, you don't have to deactivate or whatever. You literally just delete the apps off your phone. And the first 2 weeks are hard. I'll admit, it's hard. You want to put them back on. You get bored. What do I do with my time? What do I do with my hands? How do I distract myself from my thoughts? So I did it, and every time I reached for my phone, I reached for a book. Every time I wanted to watch Netflix, I would find a sermon on YouTube so that I could grow in my faith. And I now have a relationship with God, and I now have finally realized that our sole purpose on life is to glorify God. And you want to live your life like Christ so that you can live the happiest life ever, and you want to share that love that God has for you with everyone so that they can be just as happy as you are from finding that love that Christ has for you. And at the end of the day, life is just about glorifying God, because life is temporary, heaven's eternal. That's what it's about. It's about living the best life you can live to glorify God, so that everyone else gets to know the love of Christ through your actions and through your love and the way you live your life, so that they too get to live a happy life, and then they get to go to heaven eternally, forever, and be so happy. If these aren't your religious views, I'm sorry, they're mine. I'm open about it. I'm Christian, but I've come super far in my faith throughout this breakup, and I'm so blessed where God has me now, because I've never been happier. And I think I grew in my faith because I did remove the social media. I think I took a step back and I was like, I need to focus on myself and my faith and what I really want in life, and how to be happy without all these material things. It's really hard when you're in social media and you see what everyone else has, like people, having a family and getting married, which is great and happy, and I love seeing that. I want to see that. I'll post it one day, hopefully. But it's like, when you're not in a place where that's not happening for you, it's kind of hard for you to realize and be blessed, or realize how blessed you are with everything that you do have. So I just removed it all so that I didn't see it, so I could really see what was in front of me, what I had in my life, and learn how to really cherish and be grateful for everything that God had blessed me with, and learn how to lean on Him and not other things, and learn how to listen to my thoughts in my head and sort through them in a healthy manner, instead of just picking up my phone and numbing myself and distracting myself from what I really needed to focus on, which was my faith and my own happiness and contentness with just life. Not material things, not milestones and goals, just life. And it was great, because when I first went through my breakup, one of the very first people I called was my team lead, Jen Ray. And she was there for me. She prayed over me. She checked in on me every single day. And my whole team slowly started to find out, and they didn't ask questions. They weren't nosy. They didn't stress me out. They just sent words of encouragement, told me they were praying for me and that they loved me. and that if I needed to take a step back from Road and Fields, I could, and to take time for myself. And so I did. I took a step back, and the business kept itself going because those first few months, I did work it hard, and I did post, and I did reach out, and so I grew my business, so I had a stable foundation, so that when life did start to fall apart, Road and Fields didn't. It stayed stable. And throughout my journey of growing my faith, I realized that everything I have is only because I was blessed with it. The family I was born into, I didn't deserve to be born into that family. The friends I have, I didn't deserve those friends. Everything I have, I didn't deserve. I could have been born into a family that didn't want me and left me on the streets. I could have been born into a family somewhere in the world that has no food, no running water. But God decided to bless me with the most amazing family and friends. And because of that, I need to glorify Him and thank Him for that and share what He's given me with everyone. So I started thinking, and I've always been so frugal, and with my Road and Fields paycheck, I've always just tucked them into savings, where, I did treat myself to a trip to Hawaii and a few shopping sprees. But then I started realizing, I was like, buying new clothes and traveling, they're great, and yes, it can make you happy, but those are temporary happiness. I wanted the long-term, deep happiness that no matter what fell apart around me, I would be happy and content. And so I found that through my faith. And essentially, so I realized, I got one of my paychecks when I was going through this from Road and Fields, and I was just like, why is God blessing me with this success with Road and Fields? Why me over some other girls that have joined and aren't getting, the 4-figure paychecks? Why am I getting these? I'm not even posting anymore. I'm not even doing reach outs. I'm not even working that hard at it. Why is God blessing me with this income, this extra income? What do I do with it? I don't necessarily need it. I have food in my pantry and my fridge. I have a roof over my head. That's all I need. So I was like, what do I do with this? So I really just sat there and I prayed about it and I reflected, and I was like, I'm going to donate it to church. And so my last 2 paychecks for Road and Fields, or two of the months, I donated the full things to church. Because I sat there and I realized, I was like, at the end of the day, church has been the thing, my safe spot. Going through this hard time in my struggle with major depressive disorder and everything, church was where I could go and feel just I don't have to think. I can let all the worries of the world go, and I can put it all in God's hands. And learning how to trust in God and put everything in His hands has been the best feeling. And so I was like, you know what, God? If you're blessing me with this paycheck, I'm going to give it back, and you're going to do what is supposed to be done with it. It's either going to go to the people who work at the church, who they have to have an income too, and thank God they have one, because I needed them through that time. I needed the band. I needed the worship songs, and the only way we can have the band and the worship songs is if people are donating, so that the lights are running, the power's running, so that they can pay their rent at the venue, and so that they need an income too. They have a job, they have to support their family, that's their job. And so it's I'm going to donate it. If it goes to the church to help them turn on the lights in the morning, great. If it goes to a family in need that just lost their home, awesome too. Or all the shelters that the churches that I attend donate to, great. So it was the best feeling ever, and I didn't miss a penny of it. I felt better donating my paychecks from Road and Fields to church than I had ever felt buying my new camera or my clothes or my trip to Hawaii. I'm 100% honest with that. I don't miss it for a second. It was the best decision ever. And I continue to just pray about what God wants me to do anytime I have extra income and blessings come in my life. Because, also I'm like, why didn't God bless me with such a freaking extroverted personality? I'm very well aware that I'm extroverted and that I don't really care what other people think. And so I'm like, what do I do with that? So I've been able to help other friends that have been struggling with depression and anxiety and self-esteem issues throughout this. And I'm just like, God, use me as your vessel. Do what you want to do with me, and I'm going to live my life, and I'm happier than I've ever been. And I'm so thankful for Road and Fields and my team, because they were a huge support system through this hard time in my life. And God didn't put Road and Fields in my life for an extra income. He didn't. He put Road and Fields in my life to help me through hard times and to have a network of women that were strong in their faith. And the extra income was just a nice perk that I'm now able to use to help them. So I love it, and the business kept itself afloat, and I'm going to come back full force very soon. So sorry to get annoyed with my post. If you want to hear more about it, or join my team, or join our freaking awesome team, because it's not about the money. It's the best group of women. And skincare, obviously, I have only mascara on, so thank you, Road and Fields. Literally just mascara. But yeah, that's why I still love Road and Fields, and yes, I'm still doing it. Keep on planning to do it, and I'm about to come back full force. If you want anything, if you want to know about products, let me know, because it's so fun. I love them all. I love the team. I love my company. It's great. Love y'all. Be back soon.